So you've probably seen a lot of videos on the internet where people are using leaf blowers to blow snow off of their sidewalks. But should you do that? Yes, a leaf blower will blow snow off of your sidewalk. But guess what? It's a bad idea for a number of reasons. First off, it just doesn't work very well. If you've ever tried it, probably the first thing you've noticed is you have to have the right kind of snow for it to work at all. It needs to be a light, fluffy, powdery snow, or the leaf blower just doesn't have enough power to move it. Wet, heavy snow is going nowhere with a leaf blower. Well, let's say you do have that perfect snowstorm. It's light, powdery, dusty snow. What I've found when I've tried it is, sure, the leaf blower blows it up into the air, and if the wind's blowing at all, it usually blows it right back at you, and probably right back onto the ground where you just removed it. So yes, it will do it, but it's really inefficient. So if it weren't a big enough problem that you have to have just the right kind of snow for it to even work, and even when you have that snow, it's probably just going to blow right back at you and make you look like the abominable snowman, there's a bigger problem, and that is you can ruin your blower using it to blow snow. Blowers, like most of your small engines, use air-cooled engines. And what that means is the engine works at a certain temperature. It's pretty consistent when it's burning fuel. The flywheel has a fan on it that blows air over the engine to cool it down. Now, when I use this leaf blower for its intended purpose, which is to blow grass or leaves off of your driveways and sidewalks, I'm usually doing that in the summer. In my area, the temperature in the summer gets up to the upper 90s or even into the hundreds sometimes. So when it's 100 degrees out, this engine is going to work at, like I said, a pretty consistent temperature, plus whatever the ambient air temperature is. So if I use this blower when it's 95 degrees cooler than when I used it in the summer, therefore the cylinder is going to be colder, it's not going to expand as much, and the piston is going to wear it just slightly bigger. It doesn't take much to make a big difference in the compression in your small engine. So it's going to work to blow your snow, but what happens is now when it's 100 degrees next summer, your blower is going to have low compression. In fact, one of the major blower manufacturers put out a service bulletin on this very thing. They said, don't use their blowers for snow because you will ruin the engine's compression. One other problem you can have is the fuel lines on your blower are exposed to the elements. They're made of rubber or a type of plastic. And again, when it's cold, when it's 95 degrees colder than when I use this in the summer, these fuel lines aren't going to be as pliable and they might shrink a little bit. Again, another major blower manufacturer has another service bulletin where they found when people used their blowers to remove snow, they were getting fuel leaks from the tank because the fuel lines were shrinking and allowing fuel to leak out through the grommet. So again, bad idea. So you're thinking, but I have an electric blower, so none of this applies to me. I can go out and use my blower and do anything I want with it. And you're right, you're not going to have any of these problems. You're going to have totally different problems. Imagine when that light, powdery snow that's blowing back in your face and covering you with snow gets into the electric motor. Nothing's good is going to happen with water inside of the electric motor. So again, will it do it? Yeah, absolutely. Is it a good idea? Probably not. So anyway, if you have nothing better to do with your time and you want to use your leaf blower to remove snow, because it's slower and you have to have just the right kind of snow, go for it. It will do it. But you're probably going to ruin it. And actually, that's great for us because we sell parts and we'll show you how to fix it.